Hi guys and welcome back. So for today's video I have the second part in my back to school series, and that is a freshman's advice video. If you see me looking to the right, I have some of the tips outlined just so I won't start to ramble or so don't forget anything. So yeah, let's just get started with the video. So starting with at night, my first tip is to pack your book bag at night. It's best to do that. So in the morning all you have to do is just grab your book bag and go, and you won't have to try to hurry up and throw everything in there and you forget and leave stuff, because that is the worst thing to do, is to forget something that you really need. For homework this might sound a little bit crazy, but I think it's just best to walk in the door and just start doing your homework. I know a lot of people say dress comfortably and then do it, but I notice that if I dress comfortably, I will start to get on Twitter or lay down or take a nap or start to eat snacks and stuff, and that is procrastinating, which is always terrible. So yeah, I would say actually try to stay uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Like if you want to, or if your parents or guardian allow you to, just keep your uniform on and do it, or just take some of it off. My next tip is to pack your lunch at night. I found that this was very helpful for me, because in the morning all I would have to do is just put the finishing touches on my lunch or pack up the last little bit and just go. So what I mean by that is, say you're taking your beverage, your sandwich, and 2 snacks. So what you could do is put the 2 snacks in your lunch bag and then put the beverage in the refrigerator, and for the sandwich just put whatever you put on it between the bread and then put it in the refrigerator. And then in the morning all you have to do is just get up and put your condiments on it. If you do that and just throw it in your lunch bag, throw it in your book bag, and you're good to go. My third tip is to lay your clothes out at night. I lay out all of my clothes at night, even my underclothes, and I find that to be the most helpful. So all I have to do is just grab them and do my morning routine and throw them on, and you're good to go. So my tip number 3.5 is to lay your makeup out at night. You know what look you want to wear in the morning. Lay out the things that you want to wear at night, so in the morning you'll have to look through your makeup collection and try to find stuff to wear. It's already there. My fourth tip is to set your alarm at night. Alarms are my best friend, especially during the school year. A tip I have for alarm is to set it 5 to 10 minutes earlier than you would normally get up, just so that even if you, 1, press the snooze button, that you kind of be awake already and you know I have to get up soon. 2, if you get up on that time, you'll have an extra 5 to 10 minutes to do whatever, or if something comes up, you'll have that extra time to do that without you being late. My 5th tip is to go to sleep at night. So just go to sleep. Don't try and fight sleep. Don't try to stay awake, because it's really not worth it. Either way, you still have to get up and go to school the next day. So if you're done everything and you just want to stay awake just to stay awake, don't do it. I learned the hard way. So now someone is cutting the grass outside, so if you hear that, try to disregard it. On into the morning. The main tip that I have for that is to eat breakfast. I know a lot of people don't have enough time to eat breakfast, or they don't want to eat breakfast, but I think that it's good to. If you don't have enough time to eat breakfast at home, take your breakfast with you. A few things that you could do is just grab a piece of fruit, grab some vegetables like some carrots or something, whatever vegetable that you like. If you want to just take something really fast, I suggest making a smoothie at night. Just throw in a couple pieces of fruit. You can throw some fruit and spinach. Just put it in like a little bottle with a cap, or a tumbler, or a mason jar with a straw, or you can just put it in a mason jar with no straw, whatever floats your boat, and just refrigerate it. So in the morning all you have to do is just grab it and go. Even if it's something small, at least you'll still have something in your stomach to hold you over until lunchtime. And also, I wouldn't suggest that you eat any junk food, because personally it makes me feel sluggish. So it's not good to feel sluggish in school, because you'll feel like, I just want to go home, even though you kind of still sort of feel like that even when you don't feel sluggish, but it'll just add to the problem. Another thing is to arrive to school on time. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just arrive to school on time. Regular, just tips. You're worried about the upperclassmen. Don't worry about the upperclassmen. 95% of the time they will not bother you if you do not bother them. The second one is to join sports clubs and activities. So it's just a chance for you to try something new if you wanted to try it, and who knows, you may like it, or try something out of your comfort zone, because it's a good chance to try something different. The third one is to keep a couple of dollars on you. I'm not saying crazy money, just keep like $1 or $2 as emergency money, either on you or in your locker, just in case. Now on to lockers. So my 4th tip is you do not need to crazy decorate your locker. 95% of the time you will not be at your locker for a long time. You'll mainly have enough time in between classes just to grab what you need to get from there and hurry up and go to class. You will not be spending like a crazy amount of time in there like it's your room. All the excess decorations is really not needed. The main thing that I say you would need is a locker shelf, a little magnetic cup, and a mirror, just to, if you want to, just like check your makeup or something out during the day. Still on the topic of lockers, I would suggest that you keep extra school supplies in there, mainly just pens, pencils, and loose leaf, especially loose leaf if you're using binders this year, or if you have like a notebook, you can keep a little extra notebook or a composition book in there. Still on a topic of lockers, I would suggest that you keep a case with some extra feminine hygiene things for that time of the month, so if it ever happens to just pop up, there you go. I also suggest that you keep extra hair ties, chapstick, or any lip gloss that you take, bobby pins, hand sanitizer, lotion, and tissues. Just in case. You could put those in a little case too or something, just so they don't get lost. You can keep it in a little magnetic cup if you decide to get one. And also a little brush. Another advice that I have is to stay true to who you are. Do not try to change yourself to fit into a certain group of people that you may want to hang around. Friends should only have you make yourself better. They should not have you change you to be someone who you are not, because that's obviously not you if you have to change. The only time you should change yourself is if you want to. So just stay who you are and stay true to you and better yourself as a person. On to some supplies. Use a planner. You may not want to, or you may think that you don't need to, but I highly suggest that you do. In your planner, list your homework, list due dates, and at the end of the day, just check your planner and make sure that you have all of your assignments. Give the planner a try, or at least keep something to write down your homework and assignments. If your school doesn't give you one, I really suggest go buying one, and I suggest that you buy one where the months go vertically across instead of in little boxes, just so you have more space to write. Or if you write small enough where you can write in the boxes, and do that. The front of my planner broke off, but here's the back of it, and I use this thing like crazy. This is what I mean. I'm gonna show you from August 2013. I didn't use it in August because I don't start school until September, but you see how it's like this, where the things go across like that? I suggest using that because it's just more space to write. Also, if I didn't say this, I'm going into 10th grade. That is it. So I just wanted to share something with you that I learned from Twitter. If you're the type of person who hates high school or hates your high school, you're just ready to get out of there, you just want to go to school to do your work, get good grades, pass, so you can hurry up and graduate. So yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and feel free to subscribe. You can check the description for links and other things like that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!